Hey gamers, welcome back to the channel. Today in Void Hunters, I have finished the open alpha. I am done, at least from a boss perspective. So we're going to talk about the second boss. The first one was the prisoner. The second one is this here at the fairgrounds. I think her name is Hermeida. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. We're going to talk about the team that I used, how I got through the different battles leading up to her, and then the mechanics of the boss battle, which in my opinion really is just a gear check. This is going to be fun, so let's get into it. All right, and welcome back. All right, let's go ahead and just jump right into this game. When we take a look at this game and what's available currently in the Open Alpha, one thing to keep in mind is we are all forced to play free-to-play, which I think is good. Forcing to play from a free-to-play perspective and providing feedback from that lens is absolutely awesome. You can't pay in this game to move forward quickly. Now, that may change with betas and early access or whatever might be on the slate, but right now, free-to-play. Here's the team that I'm using. And they're all seasoned characters. One thing that I really wanted to prove out was, can we use starter characters and characters given to us through the campaign to get through all the content in the game? When we take a look at everything that I've been able to do in this game so far, -3 starring everything, there's really only 8 characters that I had to really focus on, which I think is really, really cool. And all of your characters, you don't need legendary. You can complete everything in the game. Now, this final boss, this is the team that I'm currently using to get through it. So Nadia is a starter character. She is your tank. Let's take a look at her skills. I've got her at hunt level 5. When we take a look at her skills, this is where I currently have her. This right here, really helpful. I got this all the way down to level 4. So I can grant my assisting ally that speed up. So when she does her taunt and she calls for an assist, the ally with the highest attack is going to assist, which means you're going to get quite a bit more damage. More damage than she's going to do on her basic, right? You're going to get quite a bit. So that ally also gets that speed up, which is awesome. Also, this here, shield. The shield is great. I want to level that up until I can get to this -1 cooldown at least. So you can get that up as much as you can, as quickly as you can. This ability here, this is always good because you get additional health and defense for each other seasoned ally. Every member of this team that I'm using on this final boss is seasoned. I've got Nadia and Reed. I've got Jagia, Lilith, and Vilk. All seasoned. So that really helps her out too. Reed, another starter character. A couple cool things about him. This ability here, if you kill an enemy with this ability, you get a bonus turn. So then I'll typically use this, and then I'll use my AoE to go into stealth. And that's where this comes into play, because when you're in stealth, you do some additional damage, which I think is cool. So that's where I have those abilities right there. Jagia, she's awesome. She's got this ability. I'll take this down, I keep it going down the list, but up to level 4, get that -1 cooldown so I can use this as much as I can. As you can see, the turn meter on this is huge. So she'll do her attack and she'll call an assist from Bright Eyes here, who is absolutely awesome. Does some good damage. When we talk about Lilith, I want to get this down to this +1 debuff dispel. The cool thing about her and the critical thing about her is dispelling debuffs, because the strength of this final boss is she will debuff you and then she will blow up those debuffs, and then it just decimates your team. By the way, I know this is going to be a lengthy video. I will have timestamps in the description below, so you can go ahead and skip, because we're going to go over not just my team here, but we're going to go over the individual battles leading up to the boss. And then we're going to go through the boss battle as well, so you can see the whole thing and my routine as far as going through that. All right, so that is where I want her. This one here, I just want to increase the turn meter gain so that I can get my stacks up quickly, so that it's ready for when I can launch my healing here. And for Vilk, Vilk is great for support. Key for him is this right here. Again, I will get this up to the -1 cooldown, but this is blind on all enemies. Also, I think for him, when we take a look at gear, you really want to focus on focus, because focus helps land your detrimental effects, which are your debuffs, like blind. And then this one right here, you want to get this one. This is a buff dispel. So in the final battle, there's a taunt that you want to get rid of. But you want to level this up to 4 so that you can get an irresistible buff Dispel. Otherwise, it's a chance. It's just a chance in order to take that taunt off, and you want to make sure to get rid of it. So really high level. There's my team. Everybody is hunt level 5. Well, these two characters are hunt level 5. Jagia, Vilk, and Lilith are hunt level 4. You can see my star levels on each one of them and the levels that they are. Just taking a look at gear. I've got Nadia in all defense gear. I've got all attack gear for Reed. I've got speed and attack for Jagia. I've got health gear for Lilith, and then for Vilk here, I've got some defense as well as some focus there. So that is my team. Let's go ahead and into the battle. Now, the first two battles are pretty easy. The third battle before the final fight, let's get him out of there and get her in, get her out, and Vilk in there, is a little bit tougher. All right, let's go. I'm going to go ahead and take this guy out. I'll get my extra attack, so I'll do my AoE. Got this guy highlighted. I'm going to do my taunt, and then we got Reed that's going to take that boss out. Not that boss out, that enemy out. I'm going to go ahead and build up my waters here. I could go ahead and do my blinds just to save on some damage. Here we go with Jagia. Bright Eyes didn't even need to come in. Let's go ahead and get my Dark Water up here again. And then my attack there. So let's just take everybody out. Nadia, not doing much damage. Neither does Vilk. But there's Bright Eyes and Jagia. All right, that's battle 1. Pretty easy. That's the same kill order I go in every single time. Same here. I'm going to go ahead. Boom, there. I'm just going to do some basics here. I'll go ahead and get my my shield up. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this. So I want to take this out with this. Boom. Get my second attack. I'll take that out. And then I usually go for this guy right here because he gives turn meter. Now the key is I want all of my abilities with 0 cooldown when I get to the boss. So I am very careful with what I use, and a lot of times I end up using a lot of basics in the beginning or towards the end of the stage anyway. So let's go ahead and clear this up. There we go. That was a big hit by Bright Eyes. All right, so for this one here, I will always go for this dwarf first because he is a headache. He is an absolute headache. And then I go for Rena. I go for this guy. I can't remember his name. Aidwolf or whatever his name is. And then I save this guy for last. Typically, I used to go for this guy first because he's a reser. The resing really isn't much of a big deal. So I'm going to grab this. I'm actually going to put... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this on the dwarf. I am going to do my blind. There we go, in case he gets an attack off. Which he's not, so I'm going to go ahead, do this, and get my extra attack. And then I'm going to start working on Reyna over there. She's going to... Now, the reason for that, the reason for going for these two in the back here is because... Here's the snare. Let's get him doing some damage to himself. Is because they will debuff your team like crazy. Hopefully I'm giving myself enough time here. I'm going to go ahead and get that up there. Hopefully he doesn't res the dwarf. Typically he doesn't. Doesn't mean he's going. Doesn't mean he won't. I think I got to go all basics now and no more healing. Because I need my healing for the boss next. Boom. Shoot, actually, I should have saved that. I should have saved that because I need it for the boss. But I think we're still going to be okay. All basics now. See, this actually does help because it helps with the cooldowns. All right, that's the order that I typically go. I've got my healing now for Lilith. Reed's going to have his ability here. I am going in with none of my abilities on cooldown. Now, with the boss here, again, Hermeida. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. The key to her ability to win is debuffing your team, you leaving those debuffs on, and then her blowing those debuffs up and decimating your team. This is very much a gear check. If for some reason you can't debuff those, you can't dispel those debuffs in time, you need to be able to take that hit at least the first time and then do an immediate heal right off the bat. Ideally, you want to do your heal and dispel those, so hopefully the timing works out with Lilith. Focus on herself. Get her down first. I've tried so many times taking her minions down, and it never works out. You got to take her down first, burn her down. Cool thing is, this guy here is going to help out with taking her down because he takes life from her. All right, so this is what I do. This is the order that I do it in. I'm going to go for her. I'm going to go Bright Eyes, boom, do some nice damage there. I am not going to use my heal, but I am going to get my third Dark Vial up there. She's going to do her debuffs here in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and do the blinds to try and save on some damage. There are the debuffs. This is where I'm going to go into my Void, Embrace the Void. Oh, look at that. Massive damage there. Actually, this might be a bad run. Hopefully not. Look. Oh, he got his invulnerability. Oh, that's so good. Now, let's go ahead and get everybody up. Unfortunately, Lilith couldn't dispel because it wasn't in time, but that worked out pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and let's see. Let's do this. We're staying on the boss there. I'm also going to put the snare on her. On Nadia. Let's go ahead and do this. Nice damage here. We got a taunt up right here. Let's go ahead and get the Dark Vials up. Use basics until we get rid of this taunt over here. See, look at it. He takes her health. Let's go ahead and get a shield up. He's got 2 taunts now. Let's get rid of that. Come on, Vilk. All right, here we go. We're going to get rid of it. Now we're going to focus on her. Boom, boom. Get my Dark Vials up there. There we go. Come on. Oh, man, this is going to hurt. All right, I got her down. Hopefully they don't blow up because I'm not going to get Lilith back around for a heal. So let's go ahead. We're going to take everybody out here. So she's down. It gets quite a bit easier. So I'm going to take these guys out first because they have AoE damage, and I want to get rid of that. I want to burn this guy down as quickly as I can before this guy's taunt goes up. Let's go ahead. Let's do a heal. Boom. Done. He's down. Now we just take this guy out. With everything we got. All right. Just chipping away. Oh man, blinded me. There we go. She's good. Let's take him out. There we go. And that is taking down Hermeida. So hopefully this was helpful. This was the team, again, that I used. Hopefully you're using those timestamps that I put in the description below because I knew this was going to be a bit of a lengthy video. But those are the battles leading up to her, my kill order, and then what I try to accomplish when I get to the boss. Now, what is there left to do in the game? It's test different characters, play around with different team compositions. I'm working on my tainted and consumed characters because, let me go back out of here, because now her challenge dungeon over here, oh, it just switched. Her challenge dungeon here, right here, you can't use any Arkland characters. And actually, you had... I could have swore it said that you could only use tainted and consumed characters. So, and you got tainted and consumed hunters for this one here as well. So, I don't know. I'm really enjoying the game. I love the challenge and how it changes some things up a little bit. And the boss mechanics. Again, I think that's more of a gear check, but there are some things to keep in mind with the debuffs and dispelling them. But making sure your characters are in the right space to survive the battles, and you've got the right synergies there as well. All right, everybody, that is what I had for you. I'm loving this game. I can't wait to see where this game goes from here. But that's pretty much the alpha. Next video I have coming out for this game is my open alpha review, so keep an eye out for that. All right, everybody, as always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.